What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. Gender competition hypocrisy. Now, if y'all don't figure out that thumbnail, it's loving basketball. The last scenes, I'll play you. The last scene, I will play you for your heart. With Sanaa Lathan and Omar Epps playing at the end. Now, here's the thing. I was listening to a young lady speak, and she was talking about how, men shouldn't be competing against women. And it was like a business slash entertainment type of environment, right? That they were talking about. But this works overall to me in general with this. And I saw another video subsequently about it. Another woman talk about, we was raised to go to school, get an education, be strong, be independent, so we don't have to rely on a man. We don't need a man. So the hypocrisy comes in where you've been taught to go to basically compete with men for being your own protector and provider. And when you get to that point, guys go, okay, so we're not actually a team. We're not co-anything. It's not me and you, man and woman. We're actually versus. Now you're my competitor. Now you're my enemy. And then it's like, no. A real man wouldn't compete with a woman, but a woman is raised to compete with a man. And when she can feel like she's competitive with a man, she can look down and disrespect the guy or say, you're not as good as me because of, X, Y, Z. I had to work, harder than you to get where I'm at. And also you got a lot of parents sabotaging their sons, so they could be, how can I say, inept while they're raising the daughters or the girls to be able to replace the sons. So it's not even socially when it comes to upbringing and raising. This competition thing is basically built into the cake of parenting, guiding from childhood to adulthood. Childhood, to adult. And what's crazy about it is it's only when the men catch on and say, oh, okay, so we're actual competition that all of a sudden you get no, we're not. Well, anything you could do, I could do better. Sounds like competition. A woman could do anything a man could do. Sounds like competition. Women should get paid the same as men for doing the same work. No problem. Sounds like competition. But it's funny how the competition stops when it's time for you to pay the bill. It's a modern day lady, you could go where you want, do whatever you want. You're free to speak your mind and this, that, and the third. And, you got to accept the modern day woman. And if she doesn't want to be traditional, she doesn't have to be. Cool, no problem. So if you're modern, when it's time to pay the bill, be modern. Don't be modern for free and traditional when it's time to pay. Because this goes this gender competition hypocrisy, where you did all you did, you did everything you did under the guise of, I'm doing this so I don't ever have to depend and need a man. So that means it's coming out of your pocket, your blood, your sweat, your tears, your toil, your purse, you know what I'm saying, your bank account. And now all of a sudden, and the guy said, oh, okay, so if I'm going for a job, I got to crush you because, you're trying to crush me to get this job. And I've even seen it, in the corporate space where, You have ladies who would tell you, you know, it's men shouldn't compete with women, but the women have a women's network where women will make sure they only hire other women to these positions. Now, initially a man might have hired them, you know, to these positions and it was cool, but then she hired a woman and then they hired another woman and another woman and another woman and another woman. And now you're just seeing um, no no real parity. It's, you know, the women who are tired of the good old boys are starting to become the good old girls. And, you know, you could say what you want. It is what it is. You know, it was good for the gooses, for the gander. They may just be playing the game how it's played and so forth, you know. And how can you complain? You know, they had to shovel sugar, honey, iced tea. So now you going to have to shovel sugar, honey, iced tea. I get it. But you can't turn around and then look for chivalry and say, look, a real man shouldn't go, okay, you know, I'm gonna treat her like she's trying to take food off my plate. And it's like, no, 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 no. Still, you know, y'all not, a man isn't supposed to compete with a woman, but a woman can compete with a man. And if she starts to compete with you, you got to compete on a curve or compete with her with kid gloves on while she could just, you know, compete with you full force. And it's like, unfortunately, I think those times are over and guys are going to react in a much more aggressive way because since you want to compete, you know, you throw your sexuality out of the table. That's not going to help you in a competition now. Now, you might fight to find somebody to simp for you so it could be cool, but probably not going to work as much anymore now. But I'm done. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.